Good morning, guys. I know I don't normally go live this early on Fridays, but I just thought I would do a live tutorial on how to set up a Kahoot game trivia, and also on how to play it. Um, I'm gonna try to make this to where um, people will understand it, and hopefully learn. Good morning. Um, for those who may not know how to play Kahoot or even set up the Kahoot game, so let me try to. Now I will say, hey, hey, Crystal, hey, Clay, Mayor, and Camping Therapy. Trying to get this stream up on my phone here. Ain't no dude, my brown. Uh, anyway, guys. So, hey, shifting currents. In order to play Kahoot, um, hang on a minute. Let me go here where let me share the screen. If you have StreamYard or Restream, you have to share your you have to open two different tabs, and um and you have to share your Chrome. You have to open. You have to share your Kahoot. You go to Chrome tab, and you share your um, Kahoot screen. Now you may or may not be able to see me, but good morning, weekend RVN. But when you set up your Kahoot, you can either okay, you obviously have to log in, and then you either use your Google account or whatever email you use, and then create a username, I I I personally prefer Google. So and then you can either go to Discover. You go up here to your search bar. Does everyone see this? Does everyone see this? Well, um, does everyone see this? Does everyone? I hope everyone can see this. But anyway, um, you just type in, uh, you just type in whatever topic you want to do, like, uh, for example, movies, or 90s movies. Okay. Um, but anyway, um, um, now you just, and then you go to, if you want to, now some of these they won't let you duplicate, but if you try to, um, like for that Star Wars, they won't let you duplicate. But I'm not exactly sure um why. Um, but um, let's see. Let's go to one that will let you duplicate. I think it's something. I think Danny from Griswold Family Vacate told me, said it was something to do with Disney or something owns it or something. It won't let you duplicate. So anyway, let's see. Let's go to one that will let you duplicate. Um, Here's one that says 2019. Well, it's not gonna let you duplicate that one either. Um, hmm. Well, anyway, um, hmm. Let me go to. Let's see. Let me do this. Let me go to 90s movies. Okay, let me go. Okay, Here's let's see if it'll let me duplicate this. 90s shows and movies. Well, anyway, it's supposed to be able to duplicate. Let's see. Uh, Anyway, you're supposed to have to click on those three dots and duplicate it. And then it'll bring up this screen, show you all your questions, and then you can click on your questions. Um, so, um, now you do have to, since you're timed on each question, and see it. Okay, now each question, it's kind of set up like a PowerPoint. So each question, you got to go over here and select the time that you want. I normally select a minute for each question, give people time to answer. And then it gives you like multiple choice, and here's your red, blue, yellow, and green. And then you just, you know, um, and then you have to go down through here. So, like I said, set up each question the time that you want. So, anyway, um, and then, and so forth. Um, let's see. Hey, weekend RVing. Hey, Ashley. Hey, Ashley. I think, was it you that won the $5 gift card from Victoria May Wallace on Wednesday? Because she messaged me and said that if it was you, said that you haven't contacted her by email. And of course, you want to leave your points as standard. And then, um, now I do recommend when you play Kahoot, I do recommend having a second device because if you try to watch and and play on the same device, um, you're not going to be able to really, like when I tried to like for example when I tried to set up when I tried to get in on Griswold Public Vacays game night one night, um, he um, I was trying to do it through the phone. Well, come to find out, I couldn't even. The only thing I could see was these colors: the red, blue, green, and I couldn't even see what the question was. So now you can't if you do it from the PC now, if you do both things through the PC, you can split your screen. You can like have the YouTube side open on one screen and the Kahoot game on another, and do it that way. But that here again, that's still a little bit challenging. Uh, but uh, but anyway, you just go down through here, set up all your time, and then when you get done, uh, like I said, you have to do each question the time that you want. So, like I said, I set each question up at for 60 seconds because I figure that's plenty of time for people to answer. But I at least you got some. Uh, and then when you're done, you just click done after you get through setting up the time for each question, and then you know I didn't go through each question to set up the actual time, but at least you got some idea. Hey, Pamela. And then when you get ready to play, you go to host. You want to host it. Uh, and then you want to click classic. You want to click on classic. And then you just enter those, for the people that's going to play, you just enter that code. And then you also, if you have a mobile device, you go to your Google Play Store, or whatever Play Store you have. You can either download the Kahoot app or just go to www.kahoot.it. Now, uh, I already set up a game for people to practice on for this morning, and then you know, when everybody gets in, uh, you what it'll do is it'll bring up when you enter pin, it'll bring up to where you add your username. Most people, I, I personally prefer to use your channel name or your first name, uh, because I've had people we've had people in the past where they will hack into the game. I'm not sure how they hack into the game, because it supposedly it's a private game, and so anyway, uh, but does anybody have any questions? Did anybody understand? Did anybody understand all that? Feel free to ask if you have any questions. You can also, if you want, you can also set up your own Kahoot as well. Like you can go over here and create your own Kahoot, and then um you just type in whatever question you want to ask and an image. Um, I've never really, and then of course you set up your time for each question and ever how many questions you want. You just I've never really. You could also do it true or false. Uh, you know, um, I've never really set it up this way. I usually just use. Yeah, I understand. Uh, but but anyway, that's pretty much it. And then you know, did did I explain it to where did I explain it easy to where everyone could understand it, or or did I go too fast, or um you know um but anyway, um like I said, I have a Kahoot game set up for this morning. It's not going to be um, near as long uh, as the one tonight will be. But anyway, it's only like 30 questions, and so here we go. You go to Kahoot. Say, let me do it. And then when you don't want to play that one, like I'm not going to play it, so you go to delete. Yeah, because I haven't set up all the times for each question. But anyway, I was just doing that for an example. Um, delete. Now you can also, if you want, uh, here's where it saves all the it saves it into my Kahoots. You can save it into your favorite. You can also save it into your favorites. Like for example, these ones with the star in yellow, we've already played all these, so I just put a star beside those, so I'll remember that I've already played those, and I won't try to play them again, except maybe later on down the road, a long while. Uh, but um, But yeah, and then okay, so here we go. Host Classic, and there is the pin. Go ahead and feel free to type in the pin if anybody wants to play. I was just trying to set it up to where everybody will get familiar with the. Oh, I forgot to share screen. Hang on. Hang on a minute, guys. I forgot to share screen. Hang on. Hang on, man, guys. You gotta remember to share screen. Um, okay. Morning, nomadic rat pack. Does everybody see the screen? Hang on a minute, guys. Hang on a minute. Let me go. Hang on. Gotta remember to share the screen. There we go. 7 a.m. Yeah. There, there's the code if anybody wants to play. Nomadic rat pack. It's 7 a.m. Yeah, you must you must be out in the West Coast, no matter what back. Would be 7 a.m. But yeah, um, yeah, whatever topic you want to do. He's in Oregon. Oh, yeah. Whoa. Yeah, I know. Anyway, um, yeah, yeah, that, that is, yeah, that guy, yeah, that got hacked. Uh, now those were bots that was getting in there. But hey, Griswold. But anyway, I hope y'all had uh had had a good idea on how to set that up. Um, yeah. Um, but I hope y'all was able to. What'd you say? That hang on. So if anybody has any questions, please feel free to ask. Yeah, I had no idea that the West Coast was like 3 hours behind us. What? Um, yeah, it is. What time am I going live? I'm going live at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It usually, and what I usually do is I usually go, um, I usually um, go. We usually play 3 rounds of Kahoot. And tonight's topics will be sauces. I tried to find something that says hot sauces, but that was the closest thing I could find with just sauces. And then African countries, and I can't even remember what the third one was. Oh, 90s movies and TV shows. Yeah, that's what it was. Altogether, there will be about 130 to 140 questions. But usually, so I forget who requested it, but somebody, somebody requested African countries. I was given a tutorial. Um, on how to play Kahoot and how to set it up. Uh, but uh, but yeah, at least hopefully you got uh, an idea on how to do it. And like I said, if anybody is watching the replay on this, you can feel free to ask questions, ask me or Danny from Griswold Family Vacay, because he's the one that helped me get started with this. Now, I used to do. I used to fill in for Daydream About Nice Things this time of the morning. There'd be a time or two I'd fill in for Daydream About Nice Things for when he had his show and he wasn't able to be live. Morning, Spaceman. Hope you're doing well, Spaceman. Um, I know it's only 22 degrees where I'm at. That's good, Spaceman. But Um, but you gonna be a guest on Steve Turtle's live stream tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time? Okay, yeah. I will see if I can try to catch that. I've been missing a lot of his live streams here lately. Of course, I'm usually over on Roy and Becky when they have their trivia. Of course, I know that they're not going to have their trivia tonight. I think they are going to discuss. Uh, I think they are going to discuss on when they're going to start back their trivias because I remember them saying yesterday that their internet is still kind of uh, wonky or whatever you want to call it out there in Arizona. Yeah, yeah, I knew that one. Um, but you know what? And but of course, I usually try to if two of them's on at the same time. I usually try to watch one on one device and one on a on another device. And sometimes that is a little difficult, I will say. But I do manage it pretty well. Yeah, I remember them saying that. But I also remember them saying that they were going to do. They, they were going to do a live stream mode, but they wasn't going to do a trivia. That's good, Doreen. Congratulations. What what kind of car did you get? What kind of car did you get this time? 2014, 2014 Ford Escape 2.0 EcoBoost. Okay, cool. You don't like spending money, but you like the car. It's like brand new. Yeah, I, I guess people have got it. I guess they, well, I guess they took it, maintained it well. It can tow 3,500 pounds. Wow. Is it a four cylinder, six or an eight? Wow, that's, you got the price down 1,100. Okay, that's pretty that's pretty reasonable. Four cylinder EcoBoost. Okay, yeah. Wow, you can't you can't hardly beat those prices this early. Uh, Yeah, early. You don't hardly find those. Yeah. Hmm. Oh. Okay. Yeah, that's what. That is what. I know my professor. He was telling me about. He was watching. I think it was a show on motorsports, TV or something, and um, it they were talking about by the year of um, 2025 that General Motors will no longer be producing an internal combustion engine. I say the Ford's 2.0 EcoBoost is 2-liter four-cylinder gasoline turbocharged engine with the fuel injection. It's also called sometimes a Ford 2. Okay. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, we've been learning a lot about EcoBoost and things like it in advanced engine analysis, and of course I'll have to go back and uh, I'll have to go back and like refresh my memory on a lot of things because I don't remember a whole lot. uh, I've always had I've always had um, issues with comprehending what I read. Like I can read you something, but I couldn't tell you a thing about what I read. So, um, but yeah, direct injection. Yeah. Okay. Uh, but I had one teacher when I was in uh, elementary school. She never could understand how or why I couldn't comprehend what I read. Okay. Hmm. Yeah, you're on your second cup of. I'm still on that same cup of coffee that I had last night. Still. Well, happy birthday to your dog. Um. Hey, Keisha's comedy set. Good morning. I just gave a tutorial on how to set up Kahoot and and how to play Kahoot. So, um, anyway, I think here in about 4 minutes, I'm gonna shut it down because it means that I'll be on for an hour. Um, but tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will be live with Kahoot Trivia and then a panel talk afterwards. Um, the topics is 90s movies and 90s movies and good morning, good morning, Box Fandy. 90s movies and TV shows and African countries. And hey, thanks for coming in, Keisha's comedy set. And then um the other one is I lost my train of thought again. I had African countries. And anyway, you'll see. What did I say? Sauces. Yeah, there we go. uh, sauces. Yeah. Um, but um, I tried to find something just specifically for hot sauces, but I couldn't find anything that said just hot sauces. So I had to just stick with sauces. Um, but um, anyway, and then the lineup for today is um, I'm not sure if Weekend RVing is going live. Um, I know the American Wonder went live this morning. Um, but the lineup for today is I know Roy and Becky come on. Okay, are they going live? Uh, are they going live at 11 Eastern? I know they're in a different location. Hey, yep, okay. Thanks for dropping that link. And then Roy and Becky Travels goes live at um 1 p.m. I'm not sure who comes on at 12. Uh, Roy and Becky goes live at um, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I never can remember the other time zones. Um, okay. Your son took you to an Asian store yesterday. He bought spicy pickled cabbage. I thought you. Yeah, I might try that since I like spicy. Yeah, I may stay on till the top of the hour, and we can go read them. Lucretia's going live at 4. Okay. But anyway, I know at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the yeah, I probably will. Um, but anyway, I know at 1 p.m. that's when the raid parade starts. Um, for anybody that wants to participate in the raid parade, contact Going Green Mom. Um, she has the information on that. Um, that's for anyone that doesn't know what a raid parade is. That's where you go and go and raid uh, one channel to another. One channel from go to see how many channels you can raid, one right after the other. And thanks everyone for thumbs up. I wasn't sure how many people would actually come and show up this early because I normally don't go on this early. Um, but I wanted to give everybody a tutorial on how to set that up because I knew there's a couple out there that did not know how to set that up. I just hope that I explained it in a way to where people would understand it and have an idea on how to do it. Uh, but um, yeah. Um, but anyway, I'm not sure who the. I think it's is it Roy and Becky's premiere after the live, and then Going Green Mom, and uh, and then a live stream after hers. I'm assuming. Um, yeah. Um, I thought about getting in on it myself. But like I said, I have an issue of trying to figure out how to set up. Of course, Destinations Delight told me last night how to do it. Um, how to set up a video for Premiere. Because I thought maybe I might try to set up one for a like a taste test video or something like that. Okay, have a good day. Have a good day. I hope to see you tonight. But and then but I know Destinations Delight has a premiere today. I don't know when hers is. I don't even know if she's still in here. Uh, she can drop that link if she wants. Um, but yeah, uh, me, I'm gonna try to catch up on some videos and also watch the raid parade videos today. Plus, try to work on some of my reading for engine computer controls today. Probably watch and have a live stream going and reading at the same time. Multitask. I've done that. I've done that before. I remember when I was in like high school, middle school, and elementary. I would have I would have the TV going and uh, and I think it'd be a time or two. I think uh, it'd be a time or two. I'd have I'd even have the radio going and still be working on homework. That's the reason why a lot of times you'll see me type in the chat like "Hello everyone." I'll be listening in the background while working on homework. Morning,
Morning. How's Kenneth doing?
doing all right about yourself.
Oh, all right. I'll show you our backyard.
Okay, camp observer.
You catching that?
That is cool.
That's our backyard right now. Snow. Those are 4-foot sawhorses out there, so we got about 2 foot of snow.
Ooh,
That's my friend staying in his fifth wheel in the backyard.
that is beautiful snow.
Yep, we got plenty of it here.
I just don't want any of it here in
Oh,
Kingsport.
we're giving it away. All you can take. It's free. I'll even help you load it 1 yard in a tractor bucket at a time. All you can handle. That's
I
all.
had enough. I had enough snow around Christmas time.
Yeah, this is what we got in the last 2 days. It's our third morning of looking at snow.
I know James Catanese says he's been getting quite a bit where he's at in Pennsylvania.
Is he in Pennsylvania? Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There's Wanda Wanderer just stepped in.
Hey, Wanda Wonder. I need to go and catch up on some of your videos.
There's Bucky clawing at my pillows. Got to make himself a comfortable spot there. Oh,
Somebody was talking about. Somebody was talking about how they get notifications at different times, and some of them don't get notifications. And I found that out. Sometimes I get notifications, sometimes I don't get notifications when somebody goes live or
we get them
uploads a
late.
video.
We get them late usually.
Yeah.
We get our notifications 5 to 20 minutes after they go on most of the time. But we're out in the middle of nowhere with our internet, so go figure.
Yeah.
And Doreen, good luck on that car today. Congratulations on getting them down on the price, and it sounds like you'll be happy with what you're getting.
Yeah. Um, but
I think I heard Scotty Kilmer talk about the Ford EcoBoost, and I think he said something. I could be wrong, but I think he said something about they double stack turbos in there. They put a small turbo on the front and then put a big behind it, and that's how they end up with incredible horsepower and mileage out of those. They're called EcoBoost because they have the small turbo that takes over at lower RPMs first, and then the big one at higher RPMs when the small turbo can't do any more, shoves more air in, which is how they take those diesels down the racetracks, smoking tires. Those big diesel trucks, they double stack the turbos in them. Yeah, a little 4-cylinder with 250 horsepower and almost 275 foot-pounds of torque is nothing to sneeze at.
yeah. That sounds like if you don't be careful with it, it will get away from you.
Yeah, well, run them hard all the time. You probably blow them up quick too.
Yeah, or I'd say you probably with that much power, you probably outrun a cop in no time.
Well, they're running those EcoBoosts in their cars now too. They've got a V6 with the EcoBoost in it that they put in the trucks. And they
Yeah.
put it in little cars, and boy, those things move. And
Mm.
it ain't your grandma's cop car, I tell you that.
It'll.
Yeah,
So is that so? So that's how they get more. Is that how they get more power out of a like a 4-cylinder
yeah,
compared to a 6 or an 8?
yes, yeah. They stack them with turbos. I had an old Thunderbird turbo coupe. It had the 2300 4-cylinder in it. That thing was out of control, and it just had one small turbo in it. I mean, that car was fast. I could not believe that 4-cylinder moved the way it did. So I could only imagine what the technology is now, because that car was from the late 90s.
Hmm.
So, I know that they've learned to stack those turbos because the little turbo forces air in at lower RPMs. And then when it can't force anymore, the big turbo comes behind it and crams more down its throat. And that's how they get all that horsepower and torque out of them. It's
Okay,
amazing.
because I've heard how some people talk about how that they can get just as much power uh, out of a 4 cylinder compared to an 8 cylinder.
Oh, and
I just,
more. Yeah.
and I just wondered.
Well, that's how the diesel trucks, are so impressive with all their power. They have all that low end torque, but they don't have a lot of horsepower. Then they
Mhm.
stead turbo on them and they force all that extra air in for combustion. And all of a sudden you got a diesel that gets up and boogies to the beat. It's not high horsepower, but some of those double their torque, which is pulling power, as you know, torque
Yeah,
is. And
yeah,
yeah, it's impressive what they've done.
yeah.
But they're all converting to electric and, eco cars and stuff. So
Uh, yeah.
shoot, you got to go to school to even look at the motors nowadays like you are, Kenneth. You pop a hood and all you see is a big old cover on half the motors that you got to take off to even know there's a motor there.
Yeah. And I find that a lot of times these cars nowadays they don't even have a battery. That I mean, they don't have what looks like a normal battery. You know, like where you get positive
Right.
and
Yep.
where you got a positive and a negative post. And
You got to
because my
push
cousin,
or
my
open the
cut,
back seat to jump start them. Yeah.
because my cousin has had a car one time, and it had nothing compared to what a normal battery would look like.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it didn't even look like a battery. To be honest,
It's like the
but
Prius. It's got a huge battery pack and, somewhere in the back or the floor, like the Tesla does, and
yeah,
they put a little, huge battery pack in there, but they still have a small starting battery because the Prius has an electric drive system. And
uh,
if it's slower, if it needs more power on a hill, it automatically fires up the engine and uses both to drive the car. And when it doesn't need it, it shuts the motor back off and just goes electric.
I would hate to have to pay the prices of those things when they quit.
I'd hate to have to replace batteries in those, but they only last 10 years and then you got to do batteries in them. Buyer beware on a used electric car. It could get expensive.
Yeah, all them little electrical components and my professor uh, uh, was uh, was talking. My professor and his assistant was talking about how things have been going in the world today, and that uh, about how um, that about how that the things been happening that some of the jobs they're trying to they're trying to shut them down to where people that work on these gasoline cars you, won't have a job and be going to you know
I'm guessing they're right. Another 20 years that they're going to try to get rid of them all. Everything I own is gas or one diesel. So yeah, it's nothing I own
Because
is art.
they were telling me if that ever happens, then you're gonna be because my professor and his assistant were both was telling me that if that ever happens, you're gonna be without a job because you're not gonna have anything to you're not gonna have anything to work on.
Well, they're still putting computers galore in them.
Yeah,
You know, an average car's got 8 to 12 computers in it now.
yeah, and those things can get expensive. Like
Oh
I
yeah.
was saying, like I was telling one time about um um about how um a friend of mine had a PT Cruiser and both computers went out on it. It had two of them, and they were like $1,500 a piece.
Yep. Yeah, and then getting a used computer's darn near an impossibility because it's literally like a 6 month thing for the computer in the car. A lot of times. In my experience, I found that grounding straps are the somebody will tear into something and leave a ground strap off a motor or something, and it just
Yeah.
starts to create havoc all over the car with the new computer systems if everything is not grounded correctly. Because they run a reverse polarity ground on all these circuits, the negative opens and shuts instead of the positive. So once they lose a ground, they lose the ability to communicate correctly.
Hmm.
So somebody will change a valve cover on a car and forget to put a ground strap back on it, and next thing you know, their car's flashing codes, not running right, limping around. It's amazing. Over one little wire.
Does anybody know if Weekend RVing has went live yet?
Let me check.
I wanted to go raid them if they were live.
The American Wanderer has two watching. And it's live. Let me go to my subscriptions. The
Yeah, I
raid.
missed his live this morning as well.
Yeah, me too. And I like the American Wanderer. He's a great guy.
Yeah, I look forward to the day I get to meet him in person.
Yeah, he spends part of his time on the East Coast.
Hmm.
I was watching an interview with Randy from Mobile Traveler yesterday, and apparently American Wanderer spends 6 months on the West Coast and 6 months on the East Coast, according to him, from what I saw. The American Wanderer is still alive, I think, but not a lot of people in chat. I don't see Weekend RVing yet.
Do they have a live scheduled though?
That's what I'm looking for. There was a link in your chat earlier,
Yeah.
and it took me to where it said they were 20 some minutes away. So I'm looking for it still. I've got a 37-inch in front of me TV with um, a Fire Stick in it that's running off our hotspot here. And
Yeah, according I just clicked on that link and it said that it says they're live right now.
okay, well, let's go rate them. Let me go check. Let's see. I'll do a search then. Weekend RVing.
Yeah. Fridays Forever YouTube site. No, I haven't. I've seen them in. I've seen Fridays Forever in Big Joe and Maria's World. YouTube chat. Um, uh, but I haven't checked out their site.
I've got weekend RVing loading. Oh, I get an advertisement first. And skip the advertisement now. And they are live.
Yeah.
Well, let's go rate them.
All
Fun
right,
talking with
guys.
you. Enjoyed showing you the snow. Take
Yeah,
care, everybody. Enjoy.
I just now get the notification that they went live. Uh, but let me go ahead and try to.
Yep. I'm gonna hop out of here. You take care, Kenneth. Good to
All
see you.
right. Good to see you too.
All right. Bye bye.
Bye bye. All right, guys. I put the link in there if anybody wants to go raid Weekend or Ring. And tell them I sent you. Wardman raid. And I want to thank everybody for coming and watching this tutorial. And thanks to Nomadic Rat Pack for coming up on the panel and showing the snow. And thanks to all the moderators for looking after the chat. And I hope to see you all later tonight. And I also hope to see you throughout the day and other live streams today. So until then, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.